Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
You ready to blow some stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that.
Okay, Boomers. We are here at Little J's Fireworks in Millersburg, Missouri. About a little over an hour west of St. Louis, about an hour and a half west of St. Louis, I think, right? Well, we ran into someone here. We ran into Luke from Backyard
Fireworks. What's
Fireworks.
going on? We're gonna do a little store tour here, Little J's, and ran into the Boomer. So walking around maybe a little bit, see what Little J's has to offer.
This is his home turf, so we're gonna let him give us a little show us around here.
Yeah. So these are, I think, some of like the assortment packs that Little J has. See Mob Madness, a lot of good cakes in there, high shot count cakes. And Midnight Mojo is the same kind of thing, just bigger breaks and whatnot. Have you guys lit off any assortment packs at all recently at all, or just kind of new to it? Yeah, they're pretty cool because, you know, a lot of them, you know, they might be a little bit more priced, but Little J's and, you know, some other fireworks stores, you know, a lot of times they're comparable for what's on the shelf. So it's just kind of cool.
This one looks interesting to me, this Death Wish assortment from Pyro Demon.
I actually haven't even seen that one.
I know the Pyro Demon 200 gram cakes are some pretty hard hitters.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the Big Box of Bombs, that's a classic one by Brothers. And Party Time Combo Back. I think this is kind of similar to Hit the Road Jack, just, you know, Pyro Demon's version, kind of like the higher shot count cakes, you know, classics.
Cool.
And this one's a little different as well. I think this one is more like focused around bigger breaks, and each one of them 7 shots, so it's kind of like different effects in the box.
Yeah.
And the Cool Family assortment, that one's pretty good too.
A legend.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of their stuff. At least we don't see a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, it's not too common around here either.
That's cool.
And then some Roman candles on this wall. Some of the higher shot count Roman candles. This one's 666 shots. And it has like the little break, the little pop at the end.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's not like a full break. It's just kind of like a pop.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. Like if you get 3 of those kind of Roman candles and you kind of face them at different directions, it almost kind of acts like a zipper cake.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Have like the W effect.
I could see that. Then you got more of the regular candles down there. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some regular candles around there.
Yeah, cool. I see they've got some rockets down here on the end.
Yeah, some rockets on the end cap as well. Ring of Power, Pluto rocket, Neptune rockets. And I think 2 more over here. I think a lot of the rockets are on the end caps, or at least the bigger ones. Screaming Banshee. Ghost Shadow fireworks.
Those look like they're going to be like the Supersonic Screamers by World Class, or the Wolf Warriors or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like each one's different, though.
It does. Yeah, different
each one's different. Yeah, 6
different
assorted
effects, and on the back.
Yeah. Be interested to see what those do. I think we're going to pick some of those up.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then some canister shells down this aisle. Got a nice array of different types of shells, and, you know, each one of them's kind of got their own effects as well. All different price points too. Have you guys lit any off in this aisle before?
From this aisle?
Any of these shells? Personally, I've lit off the Holy Nishiki. I really like the willow effects personally. I like the droop, you know, kind of falling down.
Honestly, we haven't lit any of these on the channel yet. We do have a few of these in our stash that we haven't. And I know we've got some King Dragons that are going to be coming up in a display we're going to do. These have been a favorite of my son's for years. And so
Nice.
We got a display coming up where I was going to incorporate some things that my boys have enjoyed.
Oh, nice. Right on. That's
and,
cool.
And we're going to use some of those, like a case of those in there.
Sure. What's cool about the shells is, each one of them has their own different little, effect and personality, if you were to say, to each shell. It kind of makes it unique.
I mean, there's so many of these I've heard so many good things about. The Cowabungas especially.
Cowabungas, yeah. 109.
That's one that really stands out
Sure.
to me. Neon Beef, I've heard good things about.
Neon Beef. Some of them got case pricing too, I see. So,
oh, yeah.
Like the Let Freedom Ring is $90, but a case would be $247. Just kind of cool seeing stores starting to do case pricing.
Who makes the Thunder Nation?
That is from Hales.
Oh, okay.
That's a Hales brand product, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I think that is. I could be wrong.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, their stuff is... always like their stuff.
Yeah, they got some good products. Their product line's pretty nice. Yeah. And Fat Frankie, this is the Little J's little house cake. It's a nice Fanafake with nice mines that come up, and $29 for 500 gram, or a case of 4 for 100.
Not bad.
And then, so here comes some of the 200 grams and the 500 grams. Watch my channel. I love the 200 gram cakes. So those are kind of my favorite. I like to get the best bang for your buck, and kind of similar to you guys, we like going to different stores to see which cakes, have their own unique personality. And typically the 200 grams are really good for the price, in my opinion.
We love how value oriented your channel is.
Yeah. Yeah. Bargain. I like to find the bargains.
Absolutely. We're big into that as well. And I always feel like that's what people want to know.
Sure.
What can they get for their money?
Yeah. And then some of the 200 grams, obviously the Pyro Diablo cakes, each kind of got their own little personality. Some of them are the same shot count cakes, but each one differs just slightly a little bit.
Yeah. The prices here on the Pyro Diablo stuff are really good.
Yeah, and they hit pretty hard too, personally, I think.
I think so too.
They cover a lot of the sky with their breaks.
They're a great mix between the size of the break and the...
Absolutely, yeah. And there's some more cakes here. The Pop Rocks is a favorite. A lot of people like that. That's also falls under Hales as well.
Yeah, cool.
And the Wild Card, Silver Screen, Bling Bling.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorites.
Right.
And then the $20 cake wall too. Kind of similar to Rocket, more or less. Just, some same, some different.
Yeah.
The wall there.
It's good to have that.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like that down by us.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one place in Mississippi, they'll have like 2 500 grams every year that are $20.
Sure. Yeah.
And then everything else is...
Sure. Yeah. Then here's some of the fountains as well. Some Pyro Diablo on this bottom of the wall here. But my personal favorite fountain I've ever lit off, and I think you guys might have, I don't know if you lit it off or picked one up, but the Love Potion.
I picked one up.
Yeah. You guys will have a treat
yet.
when you light it. It is amazing.
I have a question about that.
Sure.
How does the Mount Everest compare to that?
They're pretty similar. I think this one's better. It's a little longer lasting and might have a little more height to it.
Okay.
But they're pretty comparable. I still favor, the Love Potion just because it's a little bit more kick in there. But the Mount Everest, is still pretty darn good.
Yeah, I noticed is that solid at the bottom.
Yeah.
And this is solid most of the way down.
Sure. Absolutely.
Some of those little ones, you can feel them. There's just, way up at the top,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's some more over here as well.
Awesome.
And then some littler ones too that actually, I think they just came in pretty recently. Different price points, a little more on the cheaper side.
Yeah.
For $450, $350.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and then there's some Jarandolas up here. Screaming Mimi. Jarandolas are pretty popular right now. And then Who Let the Hog Out as well.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
That is a really cool Jarandola. There's some other stuff too. We could scan quickly, maybe against this back wall of the 500 gram cakes. You kind of got a glimpse already of the $20 cakes on the left, and there's a lot over here. The Shiki Mine is one of our favorites. It's got a lot of nice willow and mines coming up. It's been pretty popular over the last year or two. And then, you know, some more here that are case pricing available too, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Fighting Rooster, that's another good one. It's kind of, a lot of people like to compare it to Guerrilla Warfare, where it's got really vibrant colors and, you know, fast shooting as well. Heroes, that's another Pyro Diablo cake. It's pretty nice, and with the God Bless America, some good high shot count cakes as well.
I guess the willow explosion, that's, I guess they have, the raccoon has those strobing willows and raging willows, and they keep getting bigger.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't realize they had a 500 gram version of that.
They do. Southern Comfort's another good one, particularly. I like the case price on that. Cool. Bang Bros is kind of nice as well.
Yeah.
Color Rage. Diablo Rising, that's another cool one I like by Pyro Diablo. It's kind of like a mini, like Noab. I know you can't see the actual tubes, but it kind of has the same kind of effects as a Noab, where it's just like slow moving, big break shots. Yeah. Which is pretty.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we really appreciate you showing us around.
Absolutely.
Man. Glad we ran into you today.
Yeah, me too.
Always a treat, man. It's a nice little surprise.
Yeah, I'm glad I met you guys too.
Yeah, there's, I guess we've got some stuff on the register we were going to show off that we were going to get.
Yeah.
We grabbed a few things, Boomers, that we're going to pick up for this trip. We're going to get a few more things too, but this is some stuff we pulled out.
Sure.
We're going to put, I think we're going to do these 3 items in our $40 display for this shop here, and the rest of this is stuff we're just going to kind of shoot.
Nice. That'll be a good show.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But anything else you want to add, Luke?
No, it's just nice running into you guys. I think these cakes will be pretty good. I really like the Pyro Diablo ones. They break pretty hard and have really nice, pretty effects. Yeah. I think that's going to catch on a lot. You know, people are going to start realizing Pyro Diablo is one of those brands that you're going to start recognizing more and more, just kind of like the Brothers and Windas and those types of brands. But yeah, it's finally getting close to being full-blown fireworks season, which I'm pretty pumped about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love starting to get to light those cakes and get that smell in the air of the, you know, around the 4th of July season.
Yeah, we tend to light year round, but I mean, it's, I guess the extra hype of other people doing it and more stores starting to open up and all that.
I love the excitement and, you know, lighting fireworks off with other people too. Seeing some of the neighbors shoot off. It's pretty fun.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, man, it's good.
Absolutely.
It's nice running into you today, man.
Nice running into you.
Well, Boomers, we'll catch you later. We're going to light some of this stuff off after dark when we get back home.
Okay, Boomers. Here we are with a little haul from Little J's. Jody? What we got?
We got a lot of stuff at Little J's.
Right.
We dropped, well, almost a $1,000 there, right?
Yeah. It was something in that neighborhood.
We put a lot of stuff in the car.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff, you know, is not on camera yet. We're keeping some secrets for what's coming up next.
Yeah, it'll get there.
It will.
But for now, we've got a couple things that we picked up at Little J's.
I'll tell you what else we picked up at Little J's, though.
What?
Running into Luke there was pretty cool.
Oh, that was awesome.
Right?
That was awesome.
Having him give us a tour of the store, that's kind of his home base. He's out in, you know, middle Missouri there, so he makes it there quite a bit, I believe.
He shops there a lot.
Yeah. We got these things to fire off tonight to show some of the cool stuff they got. Yeah. Smaller stuff, right?
Did we mention Luke is Backyard Fireworks?
I guess we didn't. We probably did when he was, earlier in the...
We did mention it earlier in the video.
Yeah, but Luke from Backyard Fireworks been doing this for, you know, several years.
Yeah, about 4 years, I think.
And pretty good following.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're big on Pyro Diablo. So we picked up something I haven't seen from Pyro. Just one of these little fountains.
Uh-huh.
The little Diablo fountain.
While we're at it, I'm big on Pyro Diablo too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good reason for them to stock a lot of that. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Right. So we haven't seen one of their fountains though. So
we've got some of their cakes coming up.
Okay.
And actually, we had some of their cakes in the 200 sub video that you guys, would have seen a few days ago.
Right.
Just to kick off this shop week.
Which is funny because as we shoot this now, we're at 309 subs. It's really been rolling, and thank you all for that.
Yes, you guys are awesome.
We haven't even posted our 200 sub celebration, and we're at 309.
We haven't even shot our 200 sub celebration.
Hey, hush your mouth.
Well, we're going to shoot.
They don't have to know all our secrets.
Well, that's not I know that was a secret.
But we're planning to actually air that before you see this. So
yeah, that'll be up.
It doesn't matter that we haven't shot it.
Right.
Right.
So we've got little Diablo fountain.
All right.
It's a cheap little, inexpensive little fountain.
What's this, $4 or something?
I think it's like $2.99.
$2.99. Okay, but Pyro Diablo, we've never seen one of their fountains.
Right.
So here we go.
We've got the Solar Blast.
And these are preloaded cans, right?
Preloaded canisters from Winda.
Winda. And these are not the sawed off that indicates that it's the hammer and anvil bases. This is a different product.
Right.
Okay, got it.
They appear to be made the same way.
Well,
but they are not.
They're not. They're not the same. I mean, that's a registered process, from what I understand.
Right. So you just pull that back. There's the fuse. You got a base on there. Pretty cool packaging.
That gold glitter is something. Yeah, that stands out. All right.
I noticed these don't have the holes in them to attach them to a board or something.
Right.
You'd have to glue those down if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And
or drill through them. I mean, that would work too.
Yeah, you could do that. That'd be easy enough to do. And then we've got a cake. We've got Jaw Dropper by Nun Ya brand.
Okay. I kind of feel like this is going to be a little on the loud side, based on the wrap on that.
Yeah.
All right. So that's kind of what you expect too.
That's what I expect.
All right. So I guess let's get firing, man.
Yeah. We're
gonna fire off all 6 of them. What's it called? Solar flare? What's it called? Solar blast.
Solar blast.
Solar blast.
Yeah, we're gonna fire them off. We're gonna do them one at a time.
All right. Are these different effects? They are. We can see the effects there.
Each one's different.
Right.
And I believe this is a very new product.
Okay.
I know it was new for Little J's, and I believe it's a new on the market product.
Okay.
There's been more and more of these coming up.
Yeah. These are the hot new thing. These preloaded mini cans, right?
Right.
Preloaded mortars.
Preloaded mortars.
Yeah.
Which I guess, like I think you said a minute ago, Hammer and Anvil made the first ones, I guess.
I think so. I mean,
they made the
preloaded tubes for a long time, right?
Right.
But this is kind of a new take on the product. It takes a lot less space, obviously, to have a smaller actual tube.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a little canister shell in there.
Basically, it's a can-sized mortar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not reloadable. It's just the whole thing in there is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting with the fountain. Is that the plan?
Yeah, we're going to start with the fountain.
All right. So I'm going to have to adjust exposure. So let me set that up real quick.
And put it right on the corner there.
All right. Exposure where I think I want it. Careful with the fuse jump, but you know what you're doing.
And we're going to move those over.
All right.
At the end. You ready?
I am.
This is Lil Diablo.
Little Diablo. Pyro Diablo fountain. First time ever for us. All right. A little shortish, but not a bad fountain.
Nothing extraordinarily different,
right?
But in typical Pyro Diablo, style, that was pretty big for its size, I think.
It felt, it had some height on it.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
all right, exposure's set. I'm going to back off. These are going to get some height.
Yeah, they're going to get some height. I'm going to knock these open. They're going to knock. I'm sure I'll be resetting these every time.
Okay. Well, let me Let me back off a fair amount here.
Yeah, you're going to need to, because they're going to have a mine that goes up into a break.
And then I'll be coming back in for that cake.
Yeah. So you could probably track them from the bottom up, you know.
Do you want me to come in tight and get under them?
No, but I'm just saying, from where you are back there, you can probably start down at ground level and just track them up. You should be okay.
Well, let's try it and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Hold tight. I'm going to switch to a manual focus.
Okay.
And then get this set up. Can you put light on the ordnance from my side? All right, I think I'm good there. All right, let's fire and see how this distance is.
1. Solar blast.
Solar blast. That was a nice big break. I'll say that right off the get.
Number 2. Number 3. I really liked that mine. I like how that mine had the brocade effect, just like the Ordnance.
Okay.
Nice.
Similar there, the crackle in both of them, huh? It's kind of matching up, right?
Yeah. Let's see what this one's got. Nice willow. Last one. Nice. Big break.
All right. And we're going to Jaw Dropper by Nun Ya.
Jaw Dropper. You ready for it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, we were right to guess that loud on the back there had those big booms.
Yeah, those little snowballs there at the end. 4 of them there together.
Oh, was that 4? I counted 3. I guess I miscounted. You counted 4?
I counted 4.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right.
That was, yeah. That'll wake you up.
That's a nice little setup. That was a decent fountain. Those the preloaded mortars were pretty big breaks on those things and nice mines.
Yeah.
And then nice little tiny cake.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. What else we got to say about Little J's aside from high praise, right?
Couldn't say enough about Little J's, man. That's one of my favorite places.
We got an email a couple days ago. Eddie just held some stuff for us that he thought we might like and asked us if we wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got to email him back and let him know, no, we thank you so much, but we're going to pass this time, and don't hesitate to reach out to us again if you find something cool.
Yeah, we well, y'all saw it. Y'all saw the car.
Y'all saw the car.
Y'all saw the car.
We're loaded up with stuff, and we're limited on finances at the same time. So thank you, Eddie. And the email will come before this message, but that's pretty cool service.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
What else? Thanks, Luke, for the tour.
Yeah. That's all we got, man.
And tomorrow we got Kovacs tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then tune in again tomorrow, guys. We're going to keep this train rolling. Thanks for joining us.